his future swung.
Okay, here's Rial Carlson, and he's going to go ahead and give us a little bit of history on the Sky Ranch here. It's all yours, Carl.
Sky Ranch. My grandfather came over from Sweden when he was about 17 years old by himself, and he worked in Duluth, Minnesota shipyards, and for a short period of time with his brother. He always wanted to be over here in this part of Montana and have his own business and whatnot. And they, a couple of years later, got over here. And from the way I understand it, he homesteaded this one section that we're sitting on right now. And he eventually had a partner, but didn't take too long. He bought his partner out, and then he started buying the other ranches around, and he bought a school section and a railroad section, and eventually ended up with 6 sections here at the Sky Ranch, and established this in 1898, and lived here and worked here, and made it what it is today. Thank God for all that, and we really enjoy it. And then my years later, my dad, years ago, back about, what was that? 1980, we bought it back. My dad bought it back. Anyway, it's a long story on that, how we got it back, but my dad bought back into it and built this cabin that we're sitting here at. And my mom and dad used to just spend their summers here. And anyway, both my mom and dad have passed away now, and it's left to me. And my kids all followed me here back to Montana, and they love it here. And that's what we're doing next door here, building a new cabin. And all these guys are helping us out so much and getting her done. And we're just trying to keep it in the family and keep it going. The kids love to hunt. They like to work it, and we just enjoy it. We don't make a lot of money, but we're just here to make the land better and take care of it and leave it for our grandkids now. They're all coming in and enjoying it, and they can't wait to come out to the ranch on long weekends. And so this is home to us. There's a sign inside the house here. My daughter wrote a couple paragraph story one time. It said the house that built me, and she always remembers we spent all of our free time here, and now they're doing it with their kids. So it's kind of neat, that they all like it and love it so much, and they like the history, and we've had it since 1898, so we'll hope we got it for a little bit longer, and just keep the tradition going and enjoy. And I think that's about it.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, there was a point there where your dad ran cattle up here and was a cowboy, is that right?
They ran cattle up here, yes.
Or was that your grandfather that was on the horse?
No, that picture in there, that's my dad.
That was your dad.
Yeah,
and he did a lot of riding.
Yeah.
And so he was up here, didn't you say, like just before Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, my dad was here right up to Pearl Harbor, and then when the bombing came in Pearl Harbor, he enlisted and went overseas. He was gone went overseas, and then he went to the Philippines, and they had papers when they were in the Philippines to go to Japan and attack there, and that's when they decided to bomb Japan, and so he didn't have to go to Japan. But yeah, he did his full 4.5 years, whatever it was, in World War II.
And was your grandfather alive at that time?
Yes, he was still alive.
He was still alive.
Yeah.
So I know. I just remember seeing the photographs of your dad on a horse there, and I think he had some coyotes hanging on a wall there.
Yeah, there's a small picture in there when he was about 21. I was pushing 22 right in there. Right there in front of the bunkhouse, there's 9 coyotes and 3 bears that he trapped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, it's a beautiful place up here. So we really thank Rial for giving us a little interview here, and so it's just a beautiful, beautiful place here, and I want to thank Rial for having us up here and being so hospitable to us. And like he said, we're working on this cabin here, and I can kind of pan over there just a little bit. There's the cabin we're working on right now, and here's the cabin here that his dad built in 1980. So anyhow, we just want to thank Rial and his wife also, Sandy, for being very hospitable. He just had a little baby grandboy a couple days ago, so he's going to head back and see his wife and his new grandboy. So at any rate, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
He gave his heart to Jesus in his 25th year. Found a life he'd never known before. He left yesterday behind him, for he was born again.